Well, today should be interesting. I'm going to change plans because we are not in person. So you want to go to Google Classroom, and instead of doing the lab activity today, we'll do it tomorrow when it's easier to explain to everyone. So we're going to go ahead and switch the order of events. So I know that I previously said that Tuesday we would be doing slide 4. We're going to do that today, and then tomorrow on Tuesday, hopefully we'll be back together, and then we can do the activity, the lab activity, building food chains and food webs. I just kind of want to be with you, and since most of you are in person, that would be better for most of you. So let's go find slide 4. As always, want to press that arrow in the corner, the square arrow, so that we can better edit our work. And, well, it's really thinking about it. There we go. There's chapter 18. I'm logged in as my fake student. And again, if you Zoom with me, I like to go over answers to questions when we are together. So what I'm going to do today is I'll go over a question from slide 3 and give away the answers for everybody who Zooms with me, or if we're in person. But today we have an article. And so for this article, we have 5 questions. The one question comes from this video, and you can open the video with that link. I'm also going to post it on my website. But most of the questions come from an article. So the article is a website. You can open the link there to the website. You can open the doc. You can open the PDF. The PDF is kind of easier to read, but you can't highlight it and have the iPad read to you. Whereas if you open the website or the doc, you can highlight the text more easily and have the iPad read to you. Now, I like to split screen those same documents that you need. If we go back to the assignment, the third red document is the article as a PDF, and the fourth link is the article's website. So we can see those either from inside the slide or otherwise. And so we're going to read about the Yellowstone wolf reintroduction, which took place in 1995. How did the absence of wolves affect beavers? So we're going to read for that, because what's interesting is wolves and beavers are a keystone species. And so, right there in the first couple paragraphs, they start referencing beavers and how they are today. But you also have to compare that to how they were in the past when the wolves were gone. As we talked about in class in section 2, wolves were eradicated from the southern 48 states. There were only a few wolves in Canada and Alaska. And so in 1995, they were brought back. How can there be more stands of willow trees with 3 times as many elk? On top of that, why are there more elk? So here's a whole bit about beavers and elk. But here's the willow stands. If you look at that paragraph heading, it talks about willow. And so there are more elk in Yellowstone because of wolves. And because of that, there's also more willow trees, which beavers need. And so how do the elk herds respond to the presence of the wolves? That's going to be in this one, the trophic cascade. And so the elk keep getting bumped around and they don't enjoy the wolves, and it changes their behavior. How does the presence of wolves benefit ravens, eagles, magpies, and coyotes? Actually, the elk... Yep, there it is. There it is. And so Yellowstone is a food distribution with the wolves, and so other carnivores and scavengers benefit heavily. And then lastly, this video highlights 3 other keystone species besides wolves. So you're going to need to name one of them, and you're going to need to find this video's definition of a keystone species, which is actually much simpler than most that you would Google. So if you give me a Googled answer here, I'm just ignoring it. I want you to have the best, simplest definition of a keystone species. So I'll be zooming. If you forget where that is, let me show you. And so I'll post the link again, but the zooming link is a fake assignment. I'll be zooming every period. So where is it? There's the Zoom link. So Mrs. Ehrenzeller, if you need help for study hall, that's her Zoom link. But mine is the life science Zoom link. It's the same link for every class period, for every day. And if I see you, I'll let you in, and you can ask me questions, and I'll help you out. Today is also the last day that teachers can edit grades for the third marking period. You can see that I'm cleaning up grades. If you have questions or if you are submitting a late assignment, please Zoom with me or email me so that I know to look for that and make those changes. Report cards will be printed and distributed tomorrow. Here's hoping that we're back together tomorrow. I'll see you when I see you.